Hello, hello, good morning everybody. It's Zoe here from Yoga Burn. I hope your day is going okay so far. As we're just waiting for everybody to come on so we can get started, little reminder, we are doing these live workouts and live yoga practices together right now every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you set a reminder in your phone, set an alarm, write it in your calendar, do whatever you have to do so we can make it here, because we have had tens of thousands of women joining us every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it is just such a fun way that we can stay connected and close in a time when we're practicing social distancing, when we're self-quarantining at home. It's just a great way for us to still feel connected to each other, which is so incredibly special. So before we get started, we are going to be doing a restorative yoga practice today. A Feel Good Friday, set us up for the weekend, let go of any stress, relieve any tension, and get our bodies feeling great too. So all we will be needing is a yoga mat, and if you don't have a yoga mat, that's totally fine. Just make sure you have a soft surface to practice on. You could use a towel, you could be somewhere where there's carpet, that would be totally fine too, but ideally we have a yoga mat. Oh, I'm turning down a little bit. We're trying out a different tripod today. We'll see how we do. And what I wanted to mention before we get going is that I've put together a completely free offer for you, and just the cost of shipping and handling can get you the Ultimate Yoga Kickstart Kit, which is a 4-week restorative yoga program that is designed to help you relieve stress, relieve tension, and get all of the wonderful benefits of yoga right from the comfort of home, especially when it comes to boosting our immunity and improving our overall health, which is more important now than ever. Restorative yoga is one of the best ways that you can support your body, mind, and spirit during this time. So I've placed a link for you around this video after. Make sure that you check it out and grab one. And then last thing, then we're gonna get on our mats. I just wanted to ask if you would share this video. And the reason why I want you to share this video is because I know that a lot of people right now are dealing with extra stress in their life. They're feeling worried, they're feeling anxious, and a lot of those people are cruising around on social media. So when you share this video, there is a chance that you're going to be able to help one of your friends right here on Facebook so that they can take part in this yoga practice with you as well. And then you guys can talk about it after. So hit that share button if you haven't already, and then let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna set my drink down here. And I know some of you have said that when you're watching live, the comments can sometimes be in the way. So if you just swipe your finger across the screen, that'll help to move those comments out of the way so that you can see the mat clearly and you don't have a bunch of stuff like pop-ups on your screen, which I know can be a little bit distracting. Okay, so we're ready to get started. Gonna shift gears and come down onto our mats. Good, that looks great. Hit the like button if you can see me okay and hear me okay, and we will go ahead and get started. And today we're gonna start seated, bringing the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana or butterfly. Grab onto somewhere, grab onto your calves, your ankles, or your feet. And then work to lift your chest up through your arms, the shoulders drawing back and down, dropping into this nice deep breath. So as we inhale, let the belly expand, really relax the tummy. And as we exhale, the abdominals drawing up and in towards the spine, just a little pull in. Today we're gonna just really focus on taking big full breaths in and out of the nose. And those deep long breaths for like 4 counts in, 4 counts out are great for activating the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. That That parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for helping to calm the body, calm the mind. And when we can get into that parasympathetic nervous system, that's when our practice, the benefits of our practice are magnified tenfold. That's when we really get those benefits from the postures and the movements, because we're coming at it from that nice, calm, centered space. Keep breathing nice and deep and just drop your chin down towards your chest. And then just explore a little bit, moving the head from one side to the other. So many of us hold a lot of tension up in the upper back, the neck, and the jaw that we're not even aware of. So see if you can find any sweet spots that you want to hold a little bit and deepen the stretch. All the while keeping up those full deep breaths. And if it feels okay, you can even try lifting the chin slightly. A lot of us right now are spending way too much time on our phones with the head forward and down. So the counter stretch to that, to our text neck or tech neck, is to lift the chin slightly and think about pushing the chin towards like where the wall and the ceiling meet. Pulling the shoulders back and down, getting that opening through the throat. Wonderful, bringing everything back to center. Let's close the legs up. Bring the feet as wide apart as your mat and bring your hands back down behind you. So you're just leaning back. What we're gonna do from there is just press both knees over to one side. Look the opposite direction of your knees. Inhale up through center and shift your knees over to the other side. Great. Just move back and forth with that. And important, our feet are not together. Our feet are wide apart so that we're opening up through the hip flexors, fronts of the hips. We're getting a nice twist through the spine and a gentle twist into the abdominal organs, helping us to detox through those organs as well. Go one more time each side. Who knew such an easy movement could feel so good, right? From there, we're gonna make our way to all fours. Bringing our hands directly underneath our shoulders, our knees directly underneath our hips. We're gonna get some blood flow going and some nice circulation. So from all fours, what we're gonna do is stretch our right leg back behind us. Take a big inhale to lengthen the spine. Then as you exhale, draw your knee towards your forehead and round the spine. So a couple times, inhale, lengthen, get nice and long, big stretch. Exhale, round it out, knee to nose. Try two more like this. Last one. Good, stretch that leg nice and far back. So if we've got our right leg back, remember I'm mirroring you. We're gonna stretch the left arm forward or vice versa. This one's called bird dog. And what we're working to do here is find our balance and use that core strength to center everything right here in the middle. Take one more breath. Nice job. Carefully release. Bring the right knee down. Take a little shift of the hip side to side and set up for the same thing on the other side. Core muscles pulled in. Inhale, left leg long or other side long. Exhale, knee to nose, push the mat away, round it out. Inhale, we stretch. Exhale, we pull in and round. 3 more. Last one. Very nice. From there, we're gonna hold everything out. Stretch the left leg nice and long. The hips are level and square, core muscles pulled up and in. Stretch the right arm nice and long. And rather than making the head come forward, keep the head in line with the spine, the neck long, eyes to the mat. Breathe and center. How long can you get that back leg? Wonderful job. Release down. Let's step our feet up between our hands. Keep the knees bent and have the feet wide apart. From there, reach for opposite elbows. Let your head go and just sway a little bit side to side. So you're swaying a little to the right, swaying a little to the left. Releasing the muscles alongside the spine there, the erectors. And also getting into those hamstrings a little bit and calves. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Give the shoulders a little roll when we get to the top. Now moving towards the top of our mat, we're gonna do a breathing exercise that uses our hands, and we're breathing and moving our hands and our arms together. So let's try this together. I'm just gonna face you so you can see. Make sure you can see the screen so it's more clear. Clasp your hands with your palms facing up, so like you've got a little cup with your hands. Bend your knees. Okay, let's do this. Inhale, pull the hands up to the chest. Then press your palms forward. Exhale all the air out. Round through that upper back. Inhale, the arms go high to the sky. Exhale, sweep the arms down, release. Try that again. Gather the hands, make a cup. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, press forward, round your spine. Breathe in, arms high to the sky, big stretch. Exhale, release, bend the knees. Try again, inhale, pull up, stand tall. Exhale, press forward, round it out. Breathe in, arms to the sky, big reach, reach, reach. Exhale, release. Let's do one more together. Clasp the hands, inhale, pull up. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, arms high to the sky. Exhale, release, and sweep down. Very nice. Getting set for a balance pose, tree pose. We're gonna do a little prep. So what we're gonna do is bring our right toes onto the floor like this. Right toes, left foot is planted. From there, all we're gonna do is let the knee open out to the right, then back to center. Open out to the right, then back to center. This is a preparation move. And what we're trying to do is just see how far can our knee open without our hips twisting and without our whole body moving. We're getting a true sense of the mobility that we have in that hip. Beautiful. Hold that knee open. Now you can stay right there and bring your hands to your heart. Or if you're ready for a little more, your foot comes up to your calf. If you truly need more than that, grab a hold of your ankle, place the foot up at the inner thigh. Make sure the hips get square and level, and then bring the hands back to heart center. Tree pose. Getting really solid and grounded through that left foot. Shoulders drawing back and down. Chest lifted and open. Balance poses help to keep us young. Those proprioception, being aware of our body in space. Getting that balance keeps us nice and youthful. Great job. Come back to center and bring the right foot down. Give the left foot a little shake. And we're gonna try one quick little stretch before we go to the other side. An old school stretch, but one of my favorites. All we're gonna do is extend the left leg out in front and dig your heel down into the floor. From there, you're bending your right knee and pushing your hips back, sliding your hips back. The more you dig that left heel into the floor, the better the stretch is, the deeper the stretch is. So we have a nice long spine, right? We're not rounding. The spine is nice and long, the hips are pulling back. If you want a little more, hands could come a bit further down the thigh. Oh, I have such tight calves. If you're somebody who has tight calves, you'll feel this one a lot. Then try turning your toes out to the side, turning your toes back to center. Just kind of rolling it out. Oh, man. Nice deep breaths. Remember, that was our intention. We're going to stay with those deep breaths. Dig the heel down, pull the hips back. Nice job. Rise all the way up. Alrighty, tree pose on our other side. We got to do our prep work first. So right foot is planted. Maybe the hands on the hips, left toes on the mat. Just open the knee, bring it back to center. So all you're doing is moving your femur, this bone, around in the hip socket, getting some lubrication, synovial fluid into the hip joint, which is fabulous. And again, getting that true sense of where does my leg naturally open to? And we're not trying to get any further than that. Pick your spot. Maybe you stay down like a little tripod with your toes on the mat. Maybe you're up at the calf. Maybe you're grabbing a hold of the foot and placing it just above the knee. We don't want to press directly on that supporting leg knee joint. Square with the hips, palms come to heart. And think your chest is lifting towards your thumbs, your shoulder blades melting down your back, neck nice and long, very top of our head pulling upwards to the sky. Last breath here. Wonderful. Carefully release. Right leg gets a shake. We get that nice calf stretch on the other side. Dig the right heel down. So the leg extends out. Dig the heel down. There's just like 8 inches between our 2 feet. Then bend your left knee and stick your bum out. Tip forward. Stick your bum out, tip forward. Again, a classic stretch. But so effective for getting into the hamstring. Some people might find this one a little bit at the back of the knee. That's okay if you do. Just make sure you're not hyperextending through the knee joint. Dig the heel down. Push that heel down. Pull your hips away from the heel. And then get your little swivel. Turn your toes to one side. Turn your toes to the other. Oh. Man. So if you're somebody who in downward facing dog, your heels do not come close to the mat, it's totally cool. Mine often don't either, but this is one of the stretches you can do to help with that, to help us get our heels closer to the mat, lengthening the soleus and gastroc, those muscles right at the lower portion of our leg. Wonderful. Rise all the way up. Bring the feet towards the top of the mat. Stand nice and tall with the chest open, the shoulders drawing back and down. Inhale to send the arms high to the sky. Connect the palms. And exhale, swan dive, folding forward over the legs. Breathe into a nice long spine. Breathe out and fold forward. Bring the hands to the mat. Inhale to step all the way back to our plank pose. And just stay here for a few breaths just to create a little bit of heat. Not a ton, just a little. Remember, the warmer we are, the safer we are. So it is important that we generate some heat during our practice so our body can better open up and respond to these stretches. Try one more breath right here. Wonderful. Lower all the way down to the belly from the knees or the toes, stretching our legs nice and long behind us. We're going to bring the hands back a bit so that the middle of the fingers, or the fingers line up with the middle of your chest, pardon me. Draw the elbows in like little alligator arms and roll the shoulders back and down, keeping the neck long. From there, see if we can lift the chest, keeping the tops of the feet pressing down. And feel as if you're almost pulling the arms back, like you're pressing into the hands, arms pulling back. Eyes to the mat, the neck nice and long. 3 full breaths. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Last one. Nice job. Lower all the way down. Press up and back into a child's pose. Releasing through the back. Let the hips get heavy towards the heels. Coming back to all fours, we're gonna do a little bit of work through the hips now. So all fours, remember how we did this out and in, right? That was prepping us for pigeon pose. Now I'm gonna give you a lot of variations with this so that everybody can be in a good spot. So right leg, stretch the leg back, draw the leg in, stretch the leg back, draw the leg in. And do that a couple times and try and squeeze that right glute when you kick back. Again, just to create a little bit of that heat. If our hips are warm, they're gonna be more open and more receptive. Try a couple big circles with that right leg. So we're just like opening the knee out to the side, like a fire hydrant kind of move. Then do the opposite. Open up, kick back. Open up to the side, kick back. Again, that synovial fluid. When we're still, like a lot of us have been, when we're spending a lot of time seated, when we're not moving as much as we should be, that's when we feel really stiff, right? So we want to get some movement. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna bring that right knee towards the right wrist and see if your foot can open up a little bit more. Then slide back through that left leg. So we're here. Now, if the right hip is not on the mat and you can't get it down, I would say to lean over a little bit and just bend the left knee like this. So rather than the left leg straight, the knee is bent. See the difference? Choose one of those, either straight leg or bent leg, talking about your back leg. Now, stay lifted just for a little bit longer and see if you can get that right hip nice and heavy, the chest nice and open. Great. You're welcome to stay right here or start to lower down. Really slow. I usually say like you're getting into a hot bath or a hot tub. You wouldn't jump your whole body in at once. Maybe I should say cold. But you're just gradually lowering down. This is where those deep breaths really make a difference. So see if you can think about breathing in for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathing out for a count of 4 to 6. Generally, we can exhale longer than we can inhale. So make the most of that. And let's try 5 more breaths right here. You could always rest your forehead on the fists if you like, or depending on how far down you are. But do make an effort to keep the neck long, the shoulders back and down. Nice job. Carefully pressing ourselves up, moving back to all fours. Give that right leg a little bit of shake. Same thing, other side. Left leg, back and in, back and in. Trying to squeeze that left glute That's the muscle of your butt. Trying to squeeze it, get some heat back there. That's it. Now try your opening. Open the knee out, kick back. Open the knee out, kick back. Our hips are gonna thank us for this all day long. Kick back, pull the knee out and around. See, I just got a big crack out of my hip. Actually, that is a question I get, that if creaks and cracks are fine, and trust me, they totally are. As long as you don't feel pain, it's just your body's way of releasing some tension, right? Okay, here we go. Draw the left knee to the left wrist. Try and open your foot out so the angle of your foot comes out a little. Then we slide back. Maybe you stay here or lean onto your left hip and bend the knee. So then it would look like this when you lower down. Like, I still get a great hip stretch in that variation. So it's not like that variation is crazy easy compared to the others. So make sure you just roll in with it. Whatever works for your body, wherever you are, is exactly where you're meant to be right now. You're doing wonderful. Breathe, stay positive. What we're doing right here, right now together, this is so, so good for our body. Maybe we start to walk a little further forward. And keep the weight light in your hands. Try not to like really be bearing weight in your hands. Just light. Let your hips keep most of your weight so that it'll keep drawing the hips down and back. Smooth, steady breaths. Again, how long can we make those exhales, the out breaths? There's those 5 breaths. Count them in your mind. Inhaling 1. Exhaling 1. Just a few more. Wonderful. Carefully pressing up. Step back to all fours. Give the left leg a little bit of movement. Nice job. Very nice. Now to finish up our practice, what we're going to do is come back into the position we started in. Full circle. Baddha Konasana. Soles of our feet touch. The knees are open wide. Grab a hold of whatever you can and sit up tall. Hopefully now you can feel that maybe this pose is a little bit more comfortable, even if it's like 5%. Just a smidge more comfortable, the hips a little more open, the chest a little more open, the shoulders drawing back and down. Close your eyes. Big, full, deep breaths. And let's see if today we can practice Santosha, which is a Sanskrit word for contentment. Just focus on being content with everything as it is. I know we're all going through different challenges right now. But they always say life is 20% what happens to you and 80% your reaction to it. The only thing we have control of right now is our emotions, the way we react to things, the way we react to people. That's one of the biggest things we can control, and nobody else can do that for us but us. So today we are gonna own our attitude, we're gonna own our state of mind, And together we're gonna help support everybody that we come in contact with today, even if it's just through a simple text message or a wave if you go on a walk. From there, let's stretch the legs out. Give the feet a little bit of movement, the legs a little bit of a shake. Cross the legs, inhale to sweep the arms up overhead, gather up all that positive energy, and exhale, bring it right down through center, hands to heart. Bowing forward in gratitude for our practice. Namaste. I'm wishing you a wonderful Friday wherever you are in the world. Please do make sure you take advantage of the Ultimate Yoga Kickstart Kit that I've got for you around this video. If you enjoyed this pace of practice, then you will absolutely love the unique restorative yoga practices that I have for you at the link around this video in the Kickstart Kit. I think you're really, really gonna love it, and it's my way of giving back to this beautiful and supportive community that I am so very thankful to be a part of. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Please do share this video if you found it helpful, and if you think it could help somebody specifically, tag them below and let's welcome them into our community. I will see you again Monday morning, bright and early at 9 o'clock. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.